guys, it's Amy. Whew. And do I have a lot to say? This is, I guess, an update. Last time I did my last update was in the beginning of August, and it was kind of like an early year update, and then I went to be with my boyfriend for a month, and my original plan was to go home and make a video as soon as I walked through the door after being there for a month with my boyfriend. And the reason I went there for a month with my boyfriend is because the family offered for me to stay a little longer. They really love me down there, and I really love them. So we stayed there for a month, came back, and had planned to make a video, but unfortunately, like, when I was with him and then I had to go home, I had a lot of feelings, and they were pretty negative, because it's hard to switch environments like that, and it was just really stressful. And then when things started getting better, and I reached a goal, which I'll talk about a little later, that I never really thought I would reach so quickly, because I'm only a year and a month out. So when that happened, I was like ready to make this vlog and be really excited about it, and then my mom fell and she broke her arm, and unfortunately right now she is at the ER because her arm is swelling really badly and her fingers are puffed up. And the doctor that we took her to, like, if you live in Pennsylvania, there's a Tursdale or whatever the hell area health place, and if you look at reviews, they're really bad and terrible. And of course we called an ambulance to pick up my mom because no one was home when she had fallen and broken her arm, and she was in a lot of pain, so it's not like we're gonna wait for someone to magically appear with a car. So we took her to the ER, and they were like, okay, we're gonna take her to this hospital. And I was like, oh, I never heard of that hospital. So we tried to get the address so when my sister got home, she could go if she wanted to. And turns out there were so many bad reviews, and I can understand. They're bad. I'm just not gonna get too much into detail because it's not my issue, that's my mom's issue. But lo and behold, I've been taking care of her as well, because she's only got one arm to work with, and now she's in the ER because some doctors made some mistakes. So I'm not too worried because I feel like she's in good hands. That's why I seem to be really calm, and I want to kind of get more of a positive thing going on here because lately I've been feeling a little down. So let's get to the positive stuff. So my biggest update has to be in the clothing department, in the fitness. Now, I don't normally I don't normally get too excited, like tearful excited, but these last two things were very emotional, like highs for me. They were great. So the first one is I had a gold skirt. I had gold clothing, which meant there was a specific clothing that I wanted to fit into that would make me feel like I was where I really wanted to be. And I don't mind if I get smaller because I'm only a month and a year out, or a year and a month out, really. So, sorry, my hair is bothering me tonight. So, to reach the school, it was both, like, exciting and also, like, wow, I'm already here. Strange. Like, I'm already at, like, this gold skirt was the goal skirt. This was, if I make it to this weight, I'm done. I'm so happy. That's just where I want to land. So I tried on the skirt when I got home, and it zipped. It's a non-stretch 1X skirt, and it's a mini, but I'm planning on wearing it with like stockings when I actually want to go out and wear it and things like that, because I'm not quite comfortable with wearing short things, which is understandable. I'm still me. And it fit, and it covered my butt, which is one of the things. Like, it would zip up, but it wouldn't cover. And it looked good, and it felt good, and I twirled in it. It was so great. And that was also the day that my mother broke her arm, so it was like not as great. So the high lasted for a little bit. Like I said, I was gonna make a video, but decided not to under the circumstances. I was very shaken up. I heard her fall, I heard her yell for help, and I was the person on dispatch with the phone. And let me tell you, I don't handle that situation well. And the guy kept telling me to calm down because I was like, I don't know what to do. It's like when I get like kind of stressed out like that, I get kind of like squeaky voice. Like I get like my tone gets high. It's like weird. Like, think panic. I always sound like I'm in complete panic. And I'm not that panic, but I'm like, this is my stressed voice. So that happened. And for any of you guys watching this, she's fine. She's doing better. I know I just said she was in the ER. She is, but she went to work today. I went with her, and oh my god, like we were telling her, slow down, you. And then she was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this done because she has to leave for temporary disability because she broke her arm and she types for a living, and you can't do that. So it was like. This is stressful, the whole situation. She went to church on Sunday and led worship with Dave, and that was, well, I'm telling you, she breaks her arm. She's stubborn. Like, we're trying to tell her, take it easy, you gotta rest your arm, gotta rest it. Now she's in the emergency room because it's puffed up like a pastry, and like, come on. So, she's fine. So, I got really super cocky with that, and I had a friend who lost weight. She gave me these clothing. She passed down the clothing, and there were mediums and smalls and like a couple of larges, and like I've seen her before photos, and she was always like, she was a lightweight, and she lost weight. You know, hard workouts and things like that. She's a tough cookie. She dropped weight so quickly. And she looks amazing. She's I think she even mentioned that she's smaller than she thought she'd be. It's true, she's tiny. So she gave me these clothings. She gave me the clothes, and I've been looking at them and admiring them because, you know, I thought I'd never really get to that point of fitting in them. And of course, I try on these things, and I'm like looking at this shirt that she brought me, and it's my favorite. It's not the shirt I'm wearing, although I'll get to that in a minute. This was given to me by the same person, and I'm just like staring at it, and I'm finally like, I'm gonna check the tag on this. I'm gonna check it because I want to know what size this is. And it's a medium. Now, I've said in my vlogs that I've gotten down to like wearing large tops, but I was very mostly comfortable in extra large tops, so I like very rarely wore just large. Only while I was in New York, his beautiful mother, and I love her, Lisa, if you ever watch these, I freaking love you. You're the most amazing woman I've ever met. So she gives me some of her hand-me-down clothes. So she had some clothes that she was willing to give away, and I would try them on while I was there. And she's super thin, and she likes to wear baggy clothing, so when her stuff fit me, it was really exciting because, I mean, like, she's thin, and now I had the illusion that I'm thin. No, but I got really excited because I got a whole bunch of new clothes while I was in New York, which I thought, like, I'd be stuck wearing the same things over and over again because I had, like, a small, limited amount of clothes. She has a washing machine, but, like, I can only bring so many clothes. And so I was able to get some things, and I really love the clothes she gave me. They're mostly, like, for summer, but, like, I'm probably still gonna wear them because they're really nice and I really like them. So I get excited, and I look at this, and they're a size medium, and I'm like, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off because I can't do it. So I wait, And then a week passes, and I think about wearing that top. And one day, I get in the shower, and I just look at it, and I'm like, what the hell? I know that I'm going to lose more weight. If it doesn't fit, it will fit. And I know that if it does, I'll be happy. So I tried on right away. Fits like a glove. Fits like a glove. Let me remind you, I went from a size 5X in tops to a size medium. And the top that I'm wearing right now is a size medium. And it fits so well. Both shirts fit so well. I'm so excited about this. Just saying it. I'm so excited. I've never in my entire beautiful life that I can remember have worn a medium. That was my dog scratching, by the way, if you heard the little bells. I'm stoked. I'm amazed. I am shocked. I've never fit into anything like this, and I can't tell you how excited. Let me do the yay. Okay, go away. There we go. So this is a huge accomplishment in clothing, which is, they tell you not to make it about like sizes and outfits. It's more about what you can do now. But I get excited when I can fit to certain clothes. I get excited about it. I mean, wow. I'm no longer, just last Christmas I could fit into a 2X. And now I'm a medium. My eyes can tell a story right now. They're freaking wide. I can't express to you, I was really heavy my entire childhood, and I remember not wearing mediums ever. I remember wearing a junior's large, and then a large, and then an extra large, and then 2X, and then 3, and then 4, and then I remember I tried on a 5 and it fit like a glove, and I'm like, oh no, I'm a 5X, but it was also, oh yay, they have this in my size. It's an incredible feeling to always have been super heavy, and then I was not only the heaviest in my school, I was the heaviest in my entire family. And I'm happy to say that even if I still am, I'm not scarily huge. I'm not oh my god, I think about when I was a kid. And I'm not saying the thing about me is I'm super short. Super short. And I was really heavy my entire life. And I'm telling you, now that I'm more aware and conscious of health now, I'm always a little curious, what was that doing to my insides? It's one thing to gradually be thin and then gradually gain weight over your adult years, but I was never thin. I was always hefty. I don't think my mom could pick me up by the time I was 2. I was super heavy. And they always said when I was a kid, they said I wasn't necessarily overweight. They said that I was hefty, I was strong. I was a boulder. They said it was lifting up a boulder. It was made of rock or something, because it was heavy, but I didn't look as heavy. And then of course I started to look as heavy. So I'm just wondering what did I do with my health? I mean, wow, this is weird. This whole situation is very weird. I'm just wow. I'm just wow. I can't even. I think it's been a little, it's hard to like grasp and talk about, because when this stuff was happening, it's not like I would post things on Facebook and talk about it and things like that, but I never really got to sit down and talk to someone, you know. I let my mom rest, family is busy. I never really like felt like sitting down, because I always thought like, oh, don't brag about it, don't be super like, nobody gives a shit, Amy, only you. But when I'm sitting down here and like actually expressing it, even though it's with camera, which this will be posted on, obviously it's posted on YouTube, and then it'll be posted on my Facebook, but it's really like, to me, this is like I finally get to express how excited I am to being as big as I was, to being what most people would consider normal. Medium sizes are so much easier to find than, let's say, like a 3 or 4 or 5x. And I mean, I can't. This is so exciting. And I'm sorry for a lot of these long pauses. It's a lot to express. It's a lot to feel, because it's a really exciting. So there's like a part of me that's like super excited. Well, no, that's not a part of me. That's all of me. But there's also like, you know, I've reached that clothing goal. I don't have, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have any more clothing goals that I'm totally reaching for. I don't think I have any more like clothing goals that I can even think of. I think I was like good. So I'm sitting here just thinking about it and like, what do I do now? Like, what else is my clothing goal? I guess the skirt could fit a little better, but it fits. I mean, it's not super tight. I'm not killing myself. I walk around, I feel great. Doesn't show my butt, so it fits good. So like, and I don't have a desire to fit into a small top, because I just don't have that desire. I feel like, for me, that seems like an unreachable goal, and I don't want to push it and be discouraged, because being in a small is, I don't want to be a small, to be pretty honest with you. And I know that's weird. That would just feel like a disconnect from who I am. This feels like a disconnect from who I was. This isn't like Amy. That's a good way to describe it for me. This doesn't feel like Amy. This feels like someone completely new, even though I'm pretty sure that I am still me. So I'm going to wrap this up. I also went on the train with my mother, and, you know, I'll leave that for a separate video, because there are definitely more personal goals that I have achieved, and this video was like almost 20 minutes. So if you watched all of this, thanks for watching. If you're going through any weight loss journey, or, you know, anything like that, and you watched this and you found it helpful, I'm happy that I was able to help. If anyone wanted to like know more about this, I know several other people that probably have more knowledge in the surgery, but then like more, not knowledge, but like more, I don't know, success, which is fine. I'll take the success that I get, and people can take whatever success that they get, because this is huge for me. So thanks for watching, and I'm just so happy. Bye.